Max, your brother, Gary's wedding really was wonderful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely was. The reception was absolutely spectacular, and I think my new sister-in-law was beautiful.
Oh, I know. Wasn't she just gorgeous? I guess I shouldn't have expected anything less, considering she's the daughter of a company president. But not just any company. Gary's now married to the daughter of the huge corporation he's currently working for. Gary's really done a tremendous job this time. He's managed to snag quite the catch of a wife. Maybe even the best one ever.
This again. Really, Mom? Honestly, up until the wedding, you've been going on and on about how he's marrying into some serious money. I thought that maybe you would focus more on how happy Gary is to be married now that the ceremony has actually happened. But you still seem to be fixated on that and that alone. Are you expecting Gary and his wife to be living with our family at your house? Think about it. Don't you think she'd prefer to go live at her family's house? Her family probably owns some mansion or whatnot that she'd prefer to live in. No matter how you look at it, our house probably pales in comparison to anything her family owns.
You might think that, but I actually heard from the lady herself that she wanted to live here. So last month I thought I had to renovate the house somehow, even if I only had the time to fix up one room.
Oh, you did then? Well, don't feel like you need my permission to use the space that used to be my room. Feel free to use it however you like.
Well, of course. I figured you wouldn't mind if I did something to it. After all, it's not like you're living there anymore. You've been at that apartment that's close to your work for quite a while now. I didn't think you would really need to come back here anytime soon. So, I had the wall between your room and Gary's torn down so I could connect the two rooms together. Now it's one much larger room that the two of them can use together. I threw out all of your things, too.
Oh, you did, huh? You just pitched everything without asking me about any of it. Well, I guess this is about what I expected from you anyway.
Well, it really shouldn't come as much of a surprise. Where would I have kept it all? If you came home for a while, there wouldn't have been a place for you to sleep apart from the sofa anyway. You should just focus on being proud of how you can be in any way useful to your amazing brother. Gary and Brianna are enjoying their honeymoon right now, but when they get back, I'll need help cleaning up the house.
Why am I not surprised you would say something like that? For as long as I can remember, you've only been doting on Gary and praising him for everything he's ever done. You seem to blindly focus on him so much that it frankly felt like you were spoiling him a bit. But I guess that somehow resulted in him managing to find a wife with an extremely wealthy family like Brianna, huh?
Hey, I may be your mother, but I'm only human too, you know. It should be obvious that I direct my love more towards the better person, the one who had so much potential that could meet even the loftiest of expectations.
Right. And I suppose being the top of my class doesn't mean a thing towards being better in your eyes then. Not even good enough. I guess Gary was just so amazing that even my greatest achievements were just overshadowed, huh?
Top of your class? Is that right? I thought you were just an average run-of-the-mill child. Were you actually top of your class? That wasn't just some lie to get my attention, was it?
Just about all of my test scores were in the 99th percentile.
Oh, is that so? I guess that was something that didn't really stick in my memory. Sorry.
It's far past the time that I would even care about whether you remember or not anyway. Frankly, I'd say it's better that you weren't all over me like you were with Gary anyway. That looked like it wasn't much fun to deal with.
By the way, have you happened to find a girlfriend yet?
Actually, yes. Her name is June.
Oh, then you simply must bring her to see me sometime soon. I'll be sure to ascertain whether or not she's a woman worth marrying or not.
Unfortunately, I can't say I'm particularly inclined to do that. Sorry. I'm the younger son anyway, so just leave me be. Just focus on Gary like you always have been. If you care about the family legacy, he's enough. Also, that will keep me out of your hair while you're working to make the house as good as it needs to be for Gary and Brianna.
No, that just won't do. Gary may just be a standard employee right now, but he's probably going to end up as an executive sooner or later.
Yes, and I fail to see how that has anything to do with me.
Well, once he gets promoted, he's undoubtedly going to leave our house and go live in some fancy mansion or penthouse suite or something. So, once they leave, you and your future wife are going to have to be here to take care of me.
Excuse me? What, you're expecting June and me to just act as your caretakers? Save your money and move into a home if you're planning on being cared for later on in your life. There's all sorts of them out there, with plenty of different services available for all sorts of care, including care that I could never provide.
What? You should be the one paying that money, not me!
You're saying I alone should be paying for you to live someplace? That's ridiculous. If you're so intent on having someone else paying for you to live somewhere, why not try getting the money from your other son you love so much? As you have mentioned countless times, he did marry into quite a wealthy family, after all, not to mention his supposedly inevitable promotion. I'm only a simple employee at a small office. There's no way I'd be able to pay for something like that.
But Brianna's the only child in her family. She's already going to have her hands full when it comes to taking care of her parents. When the time comes that I need care, there's no way to know if Gary will have money to spare, even though he'll be wildly successful.
And so you expect the person who's making less money to somehow have enough to spare for you? That's just silly. I've had enough of this conversation. I'm off to bed.
Come on! Wait a minute, Max! Hey, Max. Last night, did you happen to be walking along Birch Street with a woman?
Mom, I live less than a block away from Birch Street. I walk along that street practically every day. What's wrong with that?
No, you don't understand. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not asking about whether you were walking on Birch Street. I'm asking about if you had a woman with you.
How do you even know about that anyway? Your house is quite a ways away from Birch Street.
I saw you while I was in the car on the way back from that high-class French restaurant that's near you. Gary and Brianna have finally settled in and things have settled down, so they held a huge party to thank me for my work.
Oh, that's nice. I guess you're finally getting to live the rich life of luxury that you always wanted, aren't you? How was the restaurant? Was it everything you dreamed it would be? I know how much you've always wanted to dine on fine French cuisine.
Oh, it was just spectacular. Every single dish they brought out was more delicious than I could have ever imagined. But we're getting off topic again. Were you or were you not with a woman as you were walking down Birch Street?
Yes, there was. Are you happy? You probably saw us as I was walking her to the train station. I've talked about her before. Remember how you were talking about how you wanted the two of us to be the ones to take care of you when you get older?
How old is she?
She's 26. What about it? We met in college. She was in the same class as me.
Wait, if you met her in college, don't you think it's been a long time since you've started seeing her? Why haven't you started making wedding plans yet? What have you even been doing all this time?
Gary's already had a fancy enough wedding for the both of us, so I wasn't in a hurry to get married myself. Knowing how much you prefer him, I figured that if I brought the idea up to you, I thought you might try to stop me from getting married before he did. Or are you telling me you would have been fine with that?
No, of course not. If Gary didn't get married first, everything will just end up a complete mess.
Of course, just as I expected. Clearly, it would have been better if I had just stayed quiet from the beginning. Anyway, I plan to marry her.
Don't tell me you've already proposed to her.
Well, I've already said some things to her that hint at what I'm thinking, but I haven't properly proposed yet, no.
You need to bring her over so I can meet her properly.
If we're talking about introductions, don't you think it's more important that I meet her family first? If we're going by old traditions, usually the man is the one to ask the parents for their daughter's hand. Though, considering we're not living in those times, I'd say it's more like it's better that they know their daughter is in fine hands more than anything else.
And what if she ends up just bringing misfortune with her? I'm not saying it needs to be some formal introduction, just that she should come over for a little get-together of some kind.
And how do you think she would feel about me not even having a room there anymore? And what's this garbage about her bringing misfortune with her? What is she to you? A black cat walking under a ladder or something?
Don't be snippy with me. I mean, what if her parents are saddled with lots of debt? Or she ends up being utterly hideous or something. Or maybe it could be on the other side of the scale, and one of her relatives might be someone with lots of power and influence. Don't you think about that at all?
Well, first off, I can't believe that you would be just openly concerned about whether she's hideous or not. But more importantly, aren't those all things you just want to know yourself? I can't say I really care. She is pretty, her parents don't have debt, there's no problems.
You just don't understand, Max. Marriage isn't just about the two people getting married, you know that? It also involves two families coming together and really getting to know each other much better than before. It is extremely important to consider how the two families will interact with each other.
Okay, if that's the case, then how are things going in terms of our family and your precious Gary's super wealthy family that he married into? I'd say there's been a pretty negligible impact on our family's end, don't you?
Well, that's because all that matters is Gary managing to surpass his peers.
Oh, I see. Well then, let's see if I have this straight. I'll see if I can put it as plainly as possible. All you want to know is whether or not June's family either has lots of money or has connections to high society. Am I wrong?
Well, yes. I'd say that's pretty accurate.
You're really just admitting it? The only thing you care about regarding my hopefully future wife is whether or not I'm marrying into money like Gary?
Yes. If this June girl happened to be that sort of high-class woman, then I would stop being so concerned about it.
Do you even realize what you're saying? Look, June's family is better off than ours, socially and economically. Thanks to that, June grew up a bit sheltered, I'll call it. Anyway, is that enough info for you?
Then when's the ceremony going to be? When will I get to meet her family face to face?
I'll arrange for a time for you to meet her family, but I'm not about to go planning some big ceremony. The amount of money it would take for something like that would be better used saving it for the future, or perhaps investing it. That's what I'm planning to do.
Okay, that's it. You need to bring her here as soon as possible.
Yeah, no. Aren't you busy enough with all this business with Gary? I don't see why you need to be so concerned about my life. Just leave the two of us be.
Max, hold on. Max! Max, answer me already. I've got more to say about our conversation a few days ago.
What is it now, Mom? You really just can't let it go, huh? Well, what is it you want to talk about then?
You should know by now. It's about that woman you're seeing. You just said, leave us be, and stopped responding to any of my texts.
Of course, it's just all about June again. This is exactly why I told you to leave us alone. We are quietly seeing more of each other, slowly deepening our relationship. What's so damn important that you have to butt in about it again?
Where is she from? How tall is she? How much does she weigh? If she went to the same college as you, then I imagine she isn't lacking in intelligence, right?
Why do you even feel the need to ask all of this? You're going to be meeting her sooner or later anyway.
Then do as I asked you before and bring her here!
Sure, once we've filed our marriage registration.
No, that will not do at all. Don't go thinking you can just take such big steps like that on your own. You will bring her to me so I can make sure everything is all right.
Make sure? What's there to make sure of? This is my choice, not yours. Look, if it'll get you to leave me alone, I'll tell you as much as I know. She's from a small town upstate, she's 5 feet tall, and I don't know her weight, but she's thin. You better not ask me to get her to clarify that last one.
So, she's a cute little girl from some podunk town in the middle of nowhere.
What, so just because she's not from a big city, she's from the middle of nowhere? How could you even say something like that? On top of that, I do hope that cute little wasn't meant as a slight against her height. She's only a little short of the national average, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, isn't there? What are you going to do if she passes on her short genes to your children? If they grow up to want to play pro football or something, no matter what skill they have, they won't have the physical strength to make the cut.
Then they'll be short. If they grow up to want to go into sports, then we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. But that doesn't matter right now. I think that's far from the first thing to be worrying about. I'd be surprised if that sort of problem even came up at all. Don't you think you're worrying way too much about this? You're going completely overboard here.
Well, look at Gary and Brianna as a comparison. Just look at all of the wonderful things about them. Gary's 5'11", while Brianna's 5'9". Gary's a great athlete and businessman, while Brianna is great both at tending a garden and playing piano. If you take Gary's smarts and strength and combine them with Brianna's beauty and skills, just imagine what kind of child could result from that. I just can't wait for the day where I get to meet my grandchildren.
So you really want to be called Grandma that much, huh?
That's not what I mean, and you know it.
Well, if you're so worried about what June's hobbies are, I know she can play piano at least. She's been forced to learn it for much of her childhood. It's not like she was aiming to go to a music school for her whole life or anything, though. She basically stopped practicing after middle school or so.
Ah, so she's been learning piano since she was little then? I suppose she might be a reasonably nice woman at least, then. It's a shame she wasn't learning something like violin instead. Then I could imagine her being a proper woman of class with a good upbringing.
What are you even talking about? Are you seriously saying you judge someone's social status based on what instrument they learned as a kid?
I'm not finished yet. Don't be rude. Anyway, how much does June make then? What sort of work does she do?
Well, at college, I was in the economics department, but she was in law. So right now, she's working hard as a newly licensed attorney.
What? She's licensed to practice law? I guess that is a point in her favor then. But still, don't forget that marriage isn't just between the two of you. It's two families joining together. Even if the woman in question is good, if her parents are worthless, then the wedding's not going to happen.
Right. So I guess that means this won't happen at all, right? Considering how you're the worthless parent in the equation here. Mom, did you say or do something to June? Don't try to tell me you don't remember.
No, I haven't really done anything. I only really wanted to look into something. So I sent her a letter. That's all.
So you have done something.
As for what I was looking into, it had to do with that little hayseed's hick hometown. She may be putting on the face of a lawyer, but a country bumpkin is still a country bumpkin.
Oh, wow. How scathing. I didn't expect this from you at all. Oh, wait, I did, because you haven't deviated from your apparent determination to badmouth my girlfriend and her family. Yes, her hometown is out in a more rural area, but I guarantee you her family is more well off than ours is. It's rich that you just keep going on and on with this talk.
Yes, I looked into her relatives too, and two of them seem to be representatives, sure. But they're representatives on a city council. Nothing with any weight. What power do they even have?
How should I know? I'm not trying to research how much power I'll get out of marrying a woman I love. That issue is entirely separate from my relationship with June. She's working here, and she'll be living with me here. Her parents' lives have nothing to do with this.
Look, you said earlier that they were well off, right? How can that possibly be? They're in a rural town. What could they possibly be rich from? Farming? I think you're just making it up to try to get me to stop looking into it.
What, so now you're going to start insulting farmers too? Do you have no shame? It's thanks to them that we can continue to have food to eat at all. There's nothing wrong with farming as a profession. And you are aware that there are wealthy farmers out there too, aren't you?
What? People who have just larger farms, you mean?
Yes. June's family is one of those. They have a giant farm and employ lots of staff, and they have state-of-the-art machines making things as efficient as possible as well. June isn't just some girl who grew up playing in the dirt while her parents were tilling fields. She is the daughter of a large farming conglomerate.
Okay. And? Is there anything else good about her?
What, so having a consistent supply of fresh vegetables isn't good enough for you? That's something even you could take advantage of.
Nope. Denied. You need to find another woman, as soon as possible. If you don't want to, I will be happy to find someone who I can set you up with.
Are you insane? What makes you think you have the right to make such a decision? You won't stop me from proposing to her. I plan to do so during our date tomorrow.
What? No, you can't do that. I won't allow it. If you don't do as I say, I will have no problem disowning you and taking you entirely out of my will. Understand? You won't have a family anymore. Max, you didn't do anything foolish today, did you? You didn't actually do something as stupid as propose to that dirty lawyer girl, did you?
Oh, Mom, thank you for asking. Yes, I did, as a matter of fact. Not only that, I'm currently at her family's house, and we're having a nice time drinking together.
You did what? You withdraw that proposal this instant and come right home. Now! I am your mother, and you will do as I say.
Oh, that's a laugh. You tell me to come back home when you've destroyed my room and threw out my things?
Did you forget what I told you yesterday? I told you that if you proposed to that bumpkin, I would disown you from the family. If you withdraw your proposal, I'll think about not following through with that threat.
Well, I very clearly defied your demand and proposed to June anyway. You're saying that daring to propose to a woman I love will result in being disowned? Do I have that right? Then go on, disown me. Do whatever you like.
I cannot believe how useless of a son you are. You are nothing compared to Gary.
Do you think you could stop comparing me to him already? Gary didn't marry Brianna because she was the daughter of a wealthy family. He married the woman he loved, and the woman he loved just happened to be the daughter of a wealthy family. That's all. To put it simply, he essentially got lucky, if you could even call it that. He probably would have married her if she hadn't a cent to her name.
But she is wealthy. It's thanks to Gary's strengths that he got such a wealthy wife.
Look, Gary is a great businessman. I'll grant you that. However, I don't believe there's such a strength used when it comes to marriage. On top of that, marriage is between the two people getting married. The same goes for Gary and Brianna. You, Mom, have nothing to do with it.
You just don't know when to shut up. How could I have raised such a terrible child? I couldn't care less what you have to say. I'm telling you that you need to listen to me because I am your mother. Understand? All children need to do as their parents say.
Oh, do they now? It's a good thing you already disowned me then. Or at least you intend to. So, I have no reason to call you Mom anymore anyway. Carol. Give Dad my regards.
You complete imbecile! Go and drown in the mud with your filthy farm girl.
Yo, Carol! Have you been going to that high-class French place recently?
What's this all of a sudden? I'm pretty sure we've already severed ties as parent and child, haven't we?
Well, yeah, I was there. That said, it's not the end of the world to have some small talk with your acquaintance, Max, right?
My acquaintance, huh?
Anyway, have you been back to that place much?
I don't think this really matters to you at all, but I'll be nice and tell you. Recently, that restaurant has suddenly just up and closed until further notice. I can't imagine why. After all, I had made plans to go there with some of the neighbors, too. It seems like they just went and suspended business completely out of nowhere. It made me look terrible in front of everyone. Without that, I can't possibly show off how rich I am.
Wait, you're serious? You really were just going to a fancy restaurant just to show off how rich you were?
What else can I do now? There's nothing that fancy remotely close by. I desperately want to make a reservation there, but I have no clue if or when they will ever open up again.
Ah, that's unfortunate. It's a real pity, isn't it? But as a matter of fact, I happen to know why that restaurant suddenly closed.
What? Don't go mouthing off about things you don't understand. It's not like someone like you has ever been there before.
Sure, I may not have ever been in that restaurant, but I certainly know the flavors on offer. After all, the chef from that restaurant occasionally comes to June's house and cooks for us.
What? You're saying that that's why the restaurant hasn't been open for so long now?
No, of course not. June's father just calls the chef up sometimes and asks if he's free to come over and cook. The chef is paid, of course, but he likes coming because there are some ingredients he can only get his hands on here that are hard to get elsewhere. I suppose the most important part is that June's father and the chef have been good friends for a really long time, though. A number of the cooking staff at that restaurant are old friends of June's father, apparently.
What do you mean by ingredients that are hard to get? You're not making any sense.
A large amount of ingredients used by that restaurant, such as the cheeses and the vegetables, are produced by June's family's farm. Right now, they aren't selling a single thing to the restaurant, so it just can't open. If they buy those ingredients elsewhere, the flavor will be completely different.
They aren't selling ingredients to the restaurant. Why in the world aren't they? That just causes problems for the restaurant and its customers. What a malicious farm to just suddenly stop selling their produce.
If you take back and formally apologize for every disparaging remark you've made about June and give your blessing to our wedding, then they might consider starting to sell ingredients to that restaurant again.
What?
Also, I don't believe the shop is really having too much trouble at the moment, actually. June's father apologized for wrapping the restaurant up in his family's affairs, and has been paying them himself until they resume business. The chef I mentioned earlier also heard about the situation, and it sounds like he was fully on board with the plan.
Why do I have to be the one to make an apology? I was never even given the opportunity to meet June, nor her family. Oh, hold on. I just got a message from Brianna's mother, actually. I don't have the time to deal with you right now.
Oh boy, this should be good.
Hey, Max. Look, there's some things I really need to apologize to you about, as your mother.
What's this all of a sudden? I have a bad feeling about it, though. My not-so-dear acquaintance, Carol. If you're worried about the restaurant being able to buy ingredients again, their business should be resuming tomorrow.
Please, Max. Please call me Mom again. I was just joking about the whole disowning you thing. I'll take the whole thing back, I promise.
Well, this is a surprise. What happened to bring about this drastic change of heart? Did you also happen to come to hear some startling information?
Startling information? Well, I heard that Brianna's family was strongly indebted to June's.
Yes, that does seem to be the case, doesn't it? When Brianna's father's company had only just gotten established, their very first investors were June's family. They made pretty large investments, too. Only thanks to that initial investment was that company able to grow and flourish into the corporation it is today.
I heard about how Mr. Mayo was one of the biggest investors in the company and that such a position granted him a large degree of voting power.
Oh, I don't think I remember telling you June's last name. Actually, I'm pretty sure I did my best to avoid doing so. Did you look it up or something?
I heard it from Brianna's mother. She told me that if Mr. Mayo got mad, things would quickly go south for the company. So she begged me not to irritate him.
So by go south, you mean that Mr. Mayo might motion for a vote of no confidence in the current president at the next shareholders meeting? That current president being, of course, Brianna's father.
From what I understand, Mr. Mayo originally studied law before going into agriculture, so he's well aware of the power he holds. He could buy enough stock to take control of the company and make it into a subsidiary of his own. At least, that's what Brianna's mother is telling me. If he does that, he'll gain total control, and who knows what will happen to Brianna's father once that happens. And even worse, if Mr. Mayo is angered further, Gary's whole career will vanish on the spot.
Oh, wow. So you're telling me that Gary's company, the company you were extolling Gary for getting such a high position in, could become a subsidiary of a filthy farming company that you seem to hate so much? That's absolutely hysterical. That means Brianna, the daughter of a wealthy family that you love so much, will lose all of the money you've been benefiting from.
Please, I'm begging you. Please forgive your foolish mother. I want to take back everything I said about disowning you. Of course I'll approve the wedding between you and June as well.
I'm afraid it isn't quite that simple. Sure, I'm happy that you are finally willing to accept my marriage, but your formal apology comes first, doesn't it, Carol? You can't have forgotten all of the terrible things you said about the woman who's going to become my wife, can you?
I may have said something about her being from a small town, yes.
Oh no, I'm not letting you sugarcoat your own harsh words. You called her a filthy country bumpkin who wasn't worth anything as a wife. You said that, lawyer or not, she was still a country bumpkin and that I should drown in the mud with her. Now, I don't particularly care what you say to me, but you deeply insulted the people who work hard every day to supply food to this whole region. And you also made light of June being a lawyer, when she graduated top of her class and is a splendid lawyer working at a very reputable firm. How about we file a defamation suit against you, with Mr. Mayo and his family as the plaintiffs? How does that sound?
Please, wait. Stop with all of these crazy jokes of yours. You're just trying to shock your poor old mother with this kind of talk, right?
You told me that if I proposed to that bumpkin, you would disown me, remember? If that's the case, then I will be adopted into June's family as their son-in-law. How about we do a hostile takeover of the company Gary's working for, then? Mr. Mayo is famous in this area. It should go without saying that he has more than enough power and money to do so.
I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. If that happens, I won't be able to show my face in front of Brianna's parents ever again.
I don't see why that should matter to me. It's not as if the reputation of someone I'm not related to matters to me in the slightest to begin with. From Mr. Mayo's house, the only scenery I can see is a seemingly endless array of fields and greenhouses. I can see mountains on the horizon as well. The kind of farming that goes on here is far beyond the pitiful scale you try to attribute it to, Carol.
Are you telling me you intend to inherit Mr. Mayo's business?
Well, I can't say for sure. June still holds the right to succeed the business, but she would have to choose to abandon her law career. So, if they wish me to, I will study everything I possibly can about agriculture and agricultural law so I can fulfill the role. That said, June also has a younger sister that's studying economics and agriculture, so I would say she's the likely successor at this point. Besides, what does it matter to you? What problem could you possibly have with the son you disowned taking up a career in agriculture?
I'm so sorry. Please, I'll take back the disownment. I was being so shallow, thinking that being a farmer equaled being poor and other such horrible things. If I don't get this whole disownment matter voided and get Mr. Mayo to forgive me, we're all going to be finished.
Is that so? Are you saying you will actually apologize to June for everything you've said then?
Of course. If possible, I would like to meet their whole family in person and formally apologize as your mother.
Oh, is that so? If you're actually serious, I might consider calling you Mom again.
Oh, really, Max? You'll forgive me. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much.
Well, I might be in a forgiving mood, but I don't know if Dad will.
Huh?
Did you know that I graduated at the top of my college class? I might have mentioned it before as well, but it wouldn't shock me if you forgot. I wasn't exactly aiming for big companies to work for afterwards, though.
Wait, did you really have that good of grades?
Yes. Dad took me out drinking to congratulate me on my achievement, too. Gary gave me a bit of money from his salary as a graduation gift as well. And you tell me that you had no idea, huh? That's a shame.
I'm so sorry. I only ever paid attention to Gary. Even though the two of you were brothers, it was horrible to treat the two of you so differently.
Well, frankly, I think that avoiding your attention turned out pretty well for me, as it made my life a lot easier. Right. It has gotten pretty late. But Dad told me that he needs to talk to you.
Huh? Oh, yes. He really did send me something. What could it be?
It might end up being quite a shocking talk. I suggest you calm down and listen to what he has to say. Now that I think of it, it wasn't just me. You actually neglected Dad quite a bit as well, didn't you? I don't think I've heard you mention him in a long time, except for when I brought him up.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Well, it doesn't really matter to me. Separated or not, parents are still connected to their children, aren't they?
What do you mean by that? Don't tell me you mean what I think you mean.
Thankfully, I managed to marry June without further trouble. It was a small affair, where we basically only took some photos and little else. The wedding may have been simple, but June and I couldn't be happier. As for the fate of Gary and his wife Brianna's family's company, things have managed to return to a state of normalcy. No hostile takeover required. And my mother, who spent her life as a mother focused on her first son, his wedding to a wealthy bride and little else, she finally provoked my mild-mannered father's wrath, and after a long marriage, they finally ended up divorcing. She did everything she could to control her sons, and it all ended in abject failure. From what I understand, my father had been suffering a long buildup of stress and anger caused by her. Anyway, my mother couldn't go to her parents' old house, so now she is living with one of her siblings in another state. I actually had known about the whole divorce plan ahead of time, thanks to my father briefing me on everything. I hope he's finally got some of that stress out of him now that everything's over with.
Thank you for watching. Please be sure to leave a like and a comment. New videos are released every day, so subscribe to see the latest videos. Babe, you got everything done for the wedding venue, right? Everything's good now? The deposit and all other papers and fees we gotta do for our wedding?
Yep, everything's done. I also sent them the deposit today, so that should be good to go. I signed everything by yesterday. We are good and ready.
Wow, it is starting to hit me that we are going to get married soon. I didn't feel it much yet, but now that everything is done, we just gotta wait for the date. I'm slowly feeling it.
I also feel the same way about it. Time really just flew by. I remember when we were still planning it, and it was getting so hectic and overwhelming.
Yep. We really did a lot for our wedding preparation. Anyway, since we are done with all the wedding stuff now, how are we going to go about our new place that we will move into?
Our new place? What do you mean?
Yeah, remember? We talked about discussing our new home arrangement. Where we will live, the cost, and all that stuff.
Oh, right. I remember you told me that last week. How about this? Let's make it easy and simple for the both of us. Let's just start as a married couple in the apartment complex that I already paid for. How's that?
You mean the place you are living in right now? Where you live with your mother? You want me to move in with you guys?
Yeah, I know. My mom is living with me there, but getting a new place is quite a lot of financial pressure for the both of us. And with the housing economy now, it won't be that easy to find a new place. Also, I paid off this apartment complex while keeping in mind that this will be my permanent home until I'm old and retired. I want to stay here until I retire from my job and rebuild it here and there as my retirement home.
Okay, that is fine with me if you just want to stay in that same apartment complex. But where will your mom live? Also, just for the record, I am letting you know this now. I don't think I can live with her. Just throwing that out there in case you expect me to live with you and your mom.
Oh, Vicky, of course not. No, don't you worry about that. My mom will not live with us, so don't worry about being in the house with your mother-in-law.
Okay, that's good. Thanks, Zach. But what about your mom? You can't just kick her out. Where will she stay?
Well, she'll be living in a different place. I'll find a place for her to move into. I got it. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel at ease. She did say okay with that plan, right? Me moving in with you and her moving out to a different place?
Yeah, of course. We talked about this already, and she said she knows how it is with newlywed couples. She told me that she understands why she has to move into a different place because she also does not want to get in the way of our new life as two married individuals.
Oh, really? That's really good to hear that she understands where we're at. I feel relieved. I was kind of worried about our living arrangement. I kind of felt bad that she has to move out.
Hey, honey. Don't worry about it. And there's no need for you to feel bad about anything. Don't mention it.
All right, thanks for reassuring me, Zach. I really do feel a lot better now that we are doing very well with our wedding and living arrangements. Anyway, I am really excited to be living with you and living together at your place after our wedding. And I especially feel good that I don't have to live with my in-laws right after getting married.
Yep, of course, Vicky. I will do anything to make you feel good and safe, especially soon as my wife.
Hey, Vicky. How have you been doing? I heard from Zach that you will be moving in with him after your wedding. And that's where you two will be starting you guys' newly wedded life. Is that true?
Oh, hey, Betty. I have been busy, but doing good overall. How are you? But yeah, I was about to give you a call about that too, because I really felt bad and felt sorry that you have to move out just because of me.
Oh, don't mention that, Vicky. It's all good. You two are going to be a married couple. It only makes sense that you two should live together. There's nothing for you to be sorry about.
We will try to get you a new place that is close to us so you can just easily visit us whenever you like. That much we should be able to do for you.
All right, that sounds good to me. I would greatly appreciate that if you guys did that for me. But just curious, will it be anything close to the apartment that Zach is living in? Or is it going to be different?
Yeah, I guess we could try to find a place that is almost the same as Zach's. We will try our best to get you a nice place.
All right, that's nice. Anyway, how will you be doing it?
I'm sorry, Betty. Doing what? I'm not sure what you are talking about.
I am talking about furnishing the house and all the other appliances. It has to be nicely done and have good quality stuff inside the house, you know. I'll be taking all the appliances and whatnot that's there now with me, since I bought them myself.
Oh, of course, Betty. Yeah, I have been thinking about that myself. I mean, I felt super at ease since I will just move in with Zach. So, stuff about housing has been taken care of. And since Zach is taking care of the actual apartment and housing stuff, I will make sure to do all the furnishing and appliances myself and do my part. I will try my best to get really good stuff for the apartment.
Yeah, all right. That's good that you have been thinking of that. I mean, Zach is living in a super nice place, so the stuff inside should also match the aesthetics of his high-class apartment complex. You know what I mean? The world would look really weird if the stuff inside are old or used. So just making sure you keep that in mind.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess. I can see how it would look weird if the inside doesn't match the outside.
Actually, Vicky, I was kind of worried about that, so I just did it all myself. I prepared the stuff for the furniture, appliances, TV, and all that. It's all ready to go.
What? Did you really do that, Betty? You are joking, right?
Yeah, I am talking about the furniture, appliances, and other decorations for the house. I even made a list of it already. Here, I will send you the list. These are the furniture and appliances that you should get. You have to buy these specific ones so the interior looks as fancy as the exterior.
Oh. Huh. There is a lot of stuff in that list, Betty.
Hey, what do you mean it's a lot? I think this is just the minimum of what the place should have. Anyway, I made that list so you can buy those specific furniture and appliances, okay? Don't just buy some random ones that are not on that list. It has to be those exact ones in that list. I also made separate lists of those, so make sure you get those exact make and model for the couches, wardrobes, tables, chairs, and TV, sound system, fridge, and lights.
Oh, okay. And you even included the kind of design you want on these stuff. Did you also pick those out yourself, Betty?
Of course I chose those myself. Again, I am making sure that you get it, but it has to be those exact designs that are listed in that notes that I just sent to you. You must not choose random ones or ones that look similar. It has to be the exact ones there.
Oh, but Betty, I get you want these specific ones and you planned it out already, but wow, these prices are kind of expensive. I can get ones that are within your budget, but this is quite something else. With these prices, I think we can do something else with the designs. Would you be okay if I changed the designs a little bit?
Oh, why? You don't like those designs that I chose ahead of time.
Well, it's not that I don't like these, it's just...
Okay, well then. Get those exact ones. I think those ones will look amazing in the apartment and will really boost the value of the place.
I have to get those same ones, right? No other choice?
Yup, exactly. It has to be those. Like I said, everything has to match from inside and out. You have to get those, or else the entire aesthetic of the place will be ruined.
Alrighty, I got it, Betty. I will talk to Zach about it and I will let you know any updates about the place, alright? Hey, babe. You're still at work, right? Are you busy?
Hey, Vicky, no, I'm not busy. I'm about to head home right now. Why? What's up? Is there something you need?
Oh, well, it's not much really. Nothing too important, but there is something I want to talk about with you tonight. I talked to your mom earlier about moving in, and she mentioned me getting specific furniture and appliances, and she sent me that list. She said I have to decorate the inside with those exact make, model, and design.
Oh, yeah, looks good to me, but what about it?
Zach, to be honest with you, I really appreciate that I don't have to worry about finding a house since I will just move in with you. And of course, I was going to do all the furnishings and buying the appliances and stuff, but...
But there shouldn't be any problems since we all pretty much got everything taken care of.
But your mom is really adamant in getting these specific furniture and appliances with these exact designs. She said it has to be those ones and not ones that I want. I don't even understand why it matters to her since she won't be living there.
The designs look good to me. I think they're nice. They have a nice feel to them and quite sophisticated.
Zach, do you really think those look good and sophisticated? We're in the modern age now, you know. No one these days would buy those old-looking designs. I mean, look at them!
What? They look nice to me. They look super durable and unique. I don't think there's anything wrong with them.
The list you sent me has really expensive furniture and appliances, but even with that, I told your mom that I could get other ones at similar pricing as long as I can choose the make and model. She really made sure to remind me every time that I cannot buy whatever I want. It has to be those exact ones. I really just want to be able to choose myself, you know?
Vicky, don't make it too complicated. Just get those ones in the list.
But still, it will be our new place as a married couple, and I really want it to feel like home for me. I mean, I will also live there, and it will be our place. I should be able to decorate it however I want.
Oh gosh, Vicky, really, it's not that big of a deal. It's just some furniture and home appliances. They can't be that different from one another.
Hey, this might be super out of bound, but your mom is not choosing these because she is planning to move in with us in the future, right?
Hey, now that is really out of line. Just because she's choosing the furnishings and stuff, that doesn't mean that she'll be moving in with us. Don't jump to conclusions like that.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, that was a bit bad to assume of her. And I get that the functions are pretty much the same, but still, I want to be able to decorate my own house, you know?
Yeah, don't think that she's planning to move in or whatever. It's not like that at all. Don't be suspicious of anything like that. You have nothing to worry about. Also, I really trust my mom when it comes to furniture and appliances like that. She's very specific when it comes to those for a reason, so let's just trust her suggestions.
Oh, okay, I get it. But seriously, Zach, those designs are just not it. I think we have so many other options in terms of design, and those are just not it. I mean, with those prices, we can totally get much better designs for that expensive of a price. Seriously.
Honey, just buy those, really. Let's not make Mom feel bad for going against her wish. I'm sure she just wants our place to look really nice.
Fine.
Hey, Vicky. You will be buying the ones I made in the list, right? I'm talking about the furniture and appliances.
Oh, yeah, Betty. Zach and I talked about it, and we decided to go with the list that you sent me.
Oh, that's really good. I am glad to hear that. I am happy that you two are going to go with the lists that I spent hours making. I hope you don't secretly hate the ones I chose, though. I also hope you don't just randomly change your mind when you go and order those. I would not feel happy if that happens.
Oh, no, Betty. I won't change my mind. I will go according to the lists.
Okay, good. And I know I am repeating myself over and over again, but those furniture and appliances are what matches the apartment exactly. They make the place look very elegant and cool. So refer to my lists and buy those.
Yeah, I can see why you think those stuff would be the perfect match for the apartment.
Oh, and by the way, Zach told me that you are afraid that I might move in with you guys. Did you really say that?
What? Oh, no, I mean, Betty, it's not like that. I mean, it's not that I am fully against living with you or anything, it's just...
Oh, don't you worry about a thing when it comes to that. I am also very wary about the whole living with in-laws thing. I also don't really like that idea.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. I know it's quite common to do that nowadays, but I really do not want to get in between you two and make things awkward, especially since you guys are just about to get married. But yeah, I have no plans to ever live with you guys, so take that off your mind and really, you have nothing to worry about when it comes to that.
Oh, if that's the case, then I can really feel at peace about that. Thank you so much, Betty, for being so understanding and not making a fuss about it.
Hey, what did I say? I told you don't worry about it or feel bad. It's all good, really. You guys will be a newlywed couple. I have no place to be in between you two.
Thanks so much for your understanding, Betty. We will be living in different places, but I will make sure to visit you as much as I can. And of course, you are always welcome to come over and see us in our place.
Okay, that's good. I like that plan. As long as you go along with the lists of furniture and home appliances that I sent to you, we should all be good. Just get those and we won't have anything to worry about.
You got it. I will make sure to get the exact ones that you sent to me. Anyway, I will see you soon. Take care.
Hey, Vicky, you said you'll be out for a business trip next week, right? I can't remember if you said next week or the week after next.
Hey, babe. Yes, I am going on a business trip, and yes, it will be next week. But why are you asking suddenly about it?
No, nothing. I was just wondering. By the way, how long will you be gone for that trip?
I don't have an exact date yet, but I will probably get back home the week after that. Probably on a Monday, too. But that is still tentative. Anyway, why are you asking?
No, nothing. I just want to know when you'll be back. Alrighty, I'll see you later after work.
Hey, honey. Are you busy right now? I am now heading home from the work trip. I can't wait to see you. But you must be busy with something. I called a few times already, but you aren't picking up. Anyway, shoot me a text when you see this message. Love ya!
Hey, Vicky. How have you been? I hope your business trip went well. Are you heading back home now?
Hi, Betty. It did go well. Pretty hectic, but everything was good. And yes, I am heading back home now. What's up?
Oh, that's good to hear. I am glad everything went well with your work stuff. But nothing much. I was just wondering if you would be okay if I moved the clothes here to the closet in the master bedroom.
Oh? Betty, is that the closet in my house?
Yep. Why do you sound surprised by this? Did Zach not tell you ahead of time?
What? Tell me what? He did not tell me anything while I was gone.
Well, I will then have the pleasure to tell you. But I am moving into you guys' place. And we three will live together.
What? Are you serious, Betty? Are you really going to be living with us? Starting when?
Well, I moved in last week when you left for your business trip, and I have been moving my stuff since then. Hearing how surprised you are, it seems that Zach has not told you about this yet.
Yeah. He did not tell me anything about this.
But why all of a sudden?
You are moving in with us? Why, though? Is there something wrong with the place we got for you? Like maintenance problems or something we could fix for you?
No, there's nothing like that at all.
Then, what's the problem? Why are you moving in with us all of a sudden?
Well, I lived alone for a year, and it is super boring just being by myself, and I couldn't do it for any longer.
But still. Betty, we always went to your place quite often. I don't think we ever left you to be bored.
Do you think me living by myself and you guys coming over to my house are the same thing? But yeah, I have been moving in the guest room for a few days now and just taking my time. But also, I am just taking my time moving in and settling, so when you get back home, make sure you also clean up the guest room. Okay?
Zach, are you purposely ignoring my phone calls? I have been giving you a call for a while, and you still have not texted me back nor called me back.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that you've been calling me, honey. I am so sorry. I left my phone on silent, so I didn't see it or hear it ring.
Are you seriously laughing right now? What's so funny?
Oh, honey, don't be like that. What is it, by the way? Why have you been calling me?
Stop playing, Zach. Do you really not know why I'm pissed off? You need to stop playing dumb.
You're pissed off because my mom is moving in with us, aren't you? It's because of that, huh? She's been saying that she's bored living by herself and it's hard to do everything at home on her own. What did you expect me to do? I can't just leave her like that.
Yeah, I get that. But you could have at least talked to me about it before actually letting her move in with us. But what did you do? You just did whatever you wanted without ever even mentioning it to me. You can't just do that, you know? I also live there and I am your wife. You should have talked to me about it.
Well, I did think about bringing it up to you, but I kind of knew that you would hate the idea. I just knew that you would be against it, so I didn't say anything. I can't just leave her alone and die by herself in her place. You know, she's been feeling super lonely these days, and the only best option is to have her move in with us.
I never said that I would be totally opposed to her moving in. When did I ever say that? But nonetheless, this is something that you should have brought up to me beforehand. Then maybe I could have offered some other solutions or alternatives that we could do for your mom instead of just you letting her move in without consulting with me first.
Vicky, do you not understand what I just said? I said that she feels lonely living by herself. There's no other solution to that. What solution do you have besides having her live with us so she won't be lonely? That is the only option that we could do. There is no other. I am not letting her move in some nursing home and live with strangers. Nope.
I am pretty sure that I clarified with you before we got married that I don't want to live with my in-laws. And I am pretty sure that you said that I don't have to worry about that.
Hey, you have to give me some slack here. And I am just human, and humans always change their minds. It's not that uncommon for people to have a change of heart, okay? And why are you bringing up something that we talked about a year ago? That's quite a while back, and seriously, people can change their mind even after a few months.
Zach, do you hear yourself? It's only been a year? What kind of person changes that fast in such a short amount of time? It hasn't been that long since we had this conversation.
Well, there is no way I'm letting my mom live the rest of her life feeling that she's lonely and alone. I hate to see her that way, so I will do whatever to help her feel like someone is always there for her.
If you want to play that game, then what about my dad? He is also living by himself, but he isn't complaining and whining about moving in with us. And I'm sure he probably also feels alone sometimes.
Vicky, how can you compare them to each other? They are two different people. They will feel different things about different situations.
How? Just how is this situation any different? Both our parents feel alone because they live by themselves, yet it is just your mom who decides to move in by herself. Also, I live in that house. I have the rights to make decisions on who can move in and who cannot.
Well, you know now. Isn't that enough? Like, you know about this now. I don't know why you're still so angry.
Are you kidding me? You think telling me now that she moved in and I cannot give my opinion is okay? You are out of your mind, Zach.
I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. It's been decided. My mother will be living with me, and that is that. There's no changing that. So just know that she will be at home with us.
Oh my goodness. You are seriously pissing me off so bad. Why are you doing this all of a sudden? This is all so annoying.
Hey, Vicky. I heard from Zach that you hated the idea of me moving in with you guys. Is that true? I can't believe you would say that. You said you weren't opposed to this before.
What? Betty, no. I never said that I did not want to live with you. That is not what I said at all. The true problem is that Zach did not bring this up to me at all and just decided all on his own. We did not discuss anything about you moving in with us.
Well that is basically the same thing as saying you don't want me to live with you guys. How is that any different? I can't believe you're like this, Vicky. You have no heart or any sympathy.
What? That's kind of out of line, Betty. I don't like to hear you say that I have no heart or any sympathy because that is simply not true. You cannot just say that about someone without understanding their side.
How is it wrong? I don't think anything I said is wrong. You are here screaming at me, basically saying that you don't want to live with your mother-in-law. Is that something that a sympathetic person would do or say? Huh? Tell me, are you being sympathetic right now?
I am just feeling so frustrated about this entire thing. Zach made it sound like I am just now saying this. The fact is, I did not. I clearly told him that I don't want to live with my in-laws before we even talked about marriage. And I made sure to tell him that again when we got married. I don't know why he is doing this now. He is the one switching up on me.
Before you guys got married? Is that true? Because Zach did not mention that at all, that you don't want to live with your in-laws.
And Betty, you yourself said that I have nothing to worry about when it comes to living arrangements because you said you did not want to live with us either. You said you did not want to ever come in between me and Zach as a couple. Don't you remember that?
Okay, fine. Maybe I did say that, Vicky. But even if that was the case, people can change their mind, especially when time goes by. Do you never change your mind? Do you always stick to one decision once you make it?
Betty, that is not the issue. The main problem here is that Zach never brought this up to me. Everything happened without ever consulting me. I knew about this all of a sudden when I got back from my business trip.
Well, aren't you a funny gal? You are the one who moved into my son's house. It's not even yours. And here you are insisting that you have any say in who moves in or out of his house. Why would he do that? I am his mother, Vicky. Open your eyes.
Well, your son married me. And ever since we got married, he is not a single lone man anymore. I also live there. We, as in me and him, live in that house. So I am part of the formula on who has to say whether you can move in or not.
It does not matter when you two are living there together or if he is living there by himself. That house is under his name, so it is his house. Are you stupid? I can't believe I had to clarify that with you. My goodness.
Yeah, technically that is right. The apartment is under his name. But that is not what we are arguing about here. That is a completely separate issue. You are steering off from the main problem here, Betty.
How is this any different? This is totally relevant to what we have been discussing. If you are so against me moving into my own son's apartment, then you move out. That's a much simpler solution.
Hey, Vicky, where are you right now? You haven't come home yet. It's getting really late.
Why do you want to know? It's none of your business where I'm at right now.
Are you seriously doing this right now? Stop being so childish. You're purposely not coming home because my mom is here, huh? That's what it is, isn't it?
Zach, I made it super clear to you before we even got married that I did not want to live with your mom. I do not want to live with my in-laws, and I know for a fact that I even repeated that several times to you before and after we got married.
Well, those times were the past, and like I said, things can change. And look, things did change. So you should also just be flexible and not so uptight about these changes. Plus, I'm your husband. You should be able to understand this much for me.
But Zach, the least that you could have done when the situation came up was to say something to me. You could have brought this up to me before making the final say. Had you done that, we would not be having this issue right now. But you completely ignored me and my opinion about all this.
Vicky, it's my mom. Why should I consult with you when it comes to my mom moving into my own house? It doesn't make any sense. Any son would do the same. Plus, I told her to come move in with me when she said that she felt lonely living alone in a different house.
What? Are you serious? Did you really tell her that? That she can come move in with us? That has been your plan all this time, isn't it? Even though I made sure to tell you beforehand that I do not want to live with my in-laws.
What do you mean? My plan this entire time?
Yeah, this was your master plan. Even though I made it clear that I want to live separately from my in-laws, you still turned your back against me and planned to have your mom move in when I was out for a business trip. It was super suspicious since the beginning. I mean, why would your mom be so specific about the furniture and appliances when we were about to get married? I always had a weird feeling about that ever since.
Even if that were the case, how is that so wrong? Like, is it really a crime for your mother-in-law to suggest certain furniture and appliances for his newly-wed son and daughter-in-law?
Zach, this feels like a scam. I feel like I got scammed. I ended up buying all those expensive furniture and appliances that were not even my style, and now I am getting kicked out from that house.
Wow, you are funny, Vicky. I can't believe you just called me a scammer. How is any of this a scam? This is out of line for you to say.
Do you seriously not see the problem here? I told you way before all this happened that I do not want to live with my in-laws. How many times must I repeat myself over this same thing? And honestly, how is any of this not a wedding scam? It's basically a scam, seriously. I am convinced it is. I can't believe I fell for this trap.
Vicky, to be straight with you, this apartment, this house, it has been mine this entire time. It's under my name even before we got married, all of it. And that has never changed. Even after we got married, the house is still under my name, and you knew that. If you really want to be an eye for an eye with this, then why don't we have your dad move in with us? That way my mom nor your dad have to live on their own and feel lonely, especially since they're both getting old.
Zach, are you seriously going to be like this? This is so childish and immature. I can't believe you are doing this.
What? Did you just say that I'm being childish? Do you seriously mean that?
Yeah, you heard me. I said childish and that you are acting like a child. Even literal children are more logical than you. Just unbelievable.
That is enough. I don't want to hear anything from you. Just hurry up and come home now.
No! I am not going back home. I do not want to go to your house. For now, I am going to be staying at my parents' house.
Fine, do whatever you want.
Hey, Vicky! Are you seriously going to keep doing this? Just where did you learn being so stubborn like this? Hey, Betty. I hope you are doing well. I am really sorry for doing this, but this is something that I cannot just let go easily. Zach and you crossed my boundary, and I cannot forgive that. My goodness. You are one stubborn person. Just where did you pick up such a nasty personality? Gosh, I am surprised Zach liked you and ended up marrying you. What? What did you just say now, Betty? Did I hear that right? You are really being too much right now. Yes, you heard me right. And why? Why are you so angry about what I said? Was any of it wrong? If you really just despise even the thought of living with me, then you should just fully move out of Zach's house. Huh? I said, if you don't like to live with me, then just move out. It's that simple. This is my son's house. Did you forget about that already? It's not even yours. I have no reason to move out from here when it's my son's house. There's no way I am moving out. So you move out if that's what you want to do. Betty, Zach and I are married to each other. Why are you being like this? You're causing trouble between me and Zach when you were the one who said you did not want to get in between me and him. To be honest, I always knew that you did not like me ever since you started moving in and living with Zach at his place. It was so easy to tell that you did not want me to move in at all, or even like me in the slightest. Then, you did all this on purpose? You purposely tricked me saying you won't move in at that time? Exactly. There you go. Now you are connecting the dots. I knew for a fact that if I brought up moving in with you guys before you got married, there's no way you would marry Zach. I just knew it. That's why I did not mention it at all, especially before you two got married. Wait. That is really deceiving! You guys lied to me! How could you two do this to me? I can't believe that you two tricked me. So what I am saying is, if you really do not want to live with me, Then just go ahead and pack your stuff. Because I am not moving out. Never! So it's all on you whether you stay and deal with me or you move out completely. Why in the world would I move out of this place when it is super nice and elegant? There's no way you will get me out of this place. Betty! You are such a two-faced person! I can't believe you said that. What? What's wrong with what I said? Also, because of you, I am living super comfortably in this nice place. Thanks for what you did. That much I can show appreciation for. What? Appreciate what? I mean, gosh. The stuff inside this house is so much better than before Zach married you. All the furniture here and home appliances are super nice. I love it all. Even that? That's why you specifically made those lists and was so adamant about me getting the exact make and models for those furniture and appliances. You did that on purpose. You had been planning this entire time. Yeah. And so, what are you gonna do about it? Just because I pre-planned all this, are you gonna file for divorce or something? Wow. You are unbelievable, Betty. I can't believe you said all that. You are one scary person with two totally different faces. If you are really thinking of filing for divorce, then do it. I don't care. If you divorce Zach, there is no way you would be able to sustain your lifestyle right now. So do whatever you want. It's all up to you. Anyway, like I said, if you really do not want to be in the same house as me, then you are free to leave. Okay.
Hey, sweetie, I heard from your mom about what happened. What's going on? Are you doing okay?
Dad, I am so worried. I don't know what to do.
I seriously can't believe that mother and son. My goodness. Tisk tisk.
Zach's mom said she will never move out of his place. So I don't know what to do. I don't want to live with her.
That Zach dude is also unbelievable. I knew from the beginning that they had other plans. I mean, his mom was really going overboard with the furniture and appliances list back then. That was already all so suspicious.
Yes, Dad. This all got super bad. Now I don't know what to do about this. His mom told me to leave him if I really don't want to live with the two of them.
Why would you move out? Do not move out. If there's anybody that has to move out, it's that old hag.
I don't think she is going to change her mind about moving out. Plus, I really do not want to get divorced within a year of getting married. Dad, I just don't want that.
Why would you get a divorce over something like that? No, you come here and we go there together. I am coming with you.
Go where?
Where do you think? We're going to your house.
What? We're going to my house. Where Zach is?
It's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. If Zach is gonna let his mom move in, then I am going there so you can have me move in too.
Dad, are you seriously going to move in there?
Yes, I will. You think I won't do it? I'm just being fair and treating them like how they're treating you. Hey you, are you seriously gonna be playing this game?
Play what game?
You and your dad need to leave now.
Well, Zach, your mom is living here too. So why can't I have my dad live here with me?
Dude, are you being serious? That's different.
What? How is this different? Don't you remember what you said? Zach, you told me that if I wanted to, that I could also have my dad move in. You said that with your own mouth.
Vicky, how could you take that so literally? It is so weird to have two separate in-laws live in one house. Are you crazy? Yeah, and plus, you didn't mention this to me at all. You could have at least brought this up to me beforehand.
Zach, when did you ever discuss things with me before finalizing anything? Vicky, do you know how awkward it is to be around the house with your dad there? Oh, Betty, you feel awkward. What's there to be awkward about? Betty, you said it yourself too, that you would not have any complaints since it is your son's house. You're doing all this on purpose, aren't you? Well, my dad is in my house, too. How is this any different than Zach having his mom in his house? Right? Vicky, quit playing around! Hurry up and go take your dad back to his house! I am afraid I can't do that. I mean, my dad was also living by himself, you know. And he has been feeling lonely lately. I hate to see him feel alone. So why don't we all live together? The more the merrier. No! I disagree with that. Huh? Why do you disagree? Give me one good reason why. Well, just... No! This can't happen! Yeah, there's no way we are letting this happen. Hurry up and take your dad back to his house. And just explain to him what's going on. It seems like you two aren't understanding what's going on here. I asked for one good reason why I should listen to you guys, but neither of you has given any reason yet. Dad, Zach and Betty said they don't want you in the house and that you should move out.
Oh, is that so? Zach, tell me, do you really want me to move out? Well, it is my house, so... what do you mean, it's your house? Didn't you and Vicky change the homeowners as both you guys? So now you two are the legal owners of this apartment? Well, yeah, that's true, but...
Zach, is that true? This apartment is under you and Vicky. Oh my. Betty, did your son not tell you? I paid off the remaining balance of his apartment and we added my name to the apartment, so yeah. I am also the owner of this apartment. What? Do you get it now?
Betty, you heard her, right? That also gives me the rights to stay here because my daughter paid off this place.
But, Robert, it's kind of not right for both of us to be in the same house. Don't you think?
Oh, but why? So it's okay if you live here? But if I live here, it's not? How does that make sense, Betty? Well, I mean, you are right, Robert, but...
Son! What are you saying?
Mom, please, just be quiet.
Yeah, Zach. Since your mom can live here, then so can my dad. We all can live together. Then that makes it fair for everyone. Don't you guys think?
Exactly. I totally agree with Vicky. It's fair this way. Don't you think, Zach? Huh? Yeah, I guess. Then let's keep it that way.
I wonder why I didn't think of this in the beginning. We all could have just lived together.
Honey, don't do this, please. Please explain to your dad.
You want me to invite my dad again?
No, don't do that. Just tell him secretly, please.
I will think about it. Anyway, while your mom is staying with us at our house, my dad will also be staying here for the time being. Okay? You got that, Betty? What? Yeah. Yeah, I got it. In the end, my dad also ended up living in our house with us. Whenever Betty would say something to me or try to be mean to me, my dad immediately comes to my rescue and protects me from her. But what we really did was an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. We made it fair. And my dad has been practicing judo for a long time, so his mental strength is quite strong. Because of this, Zach can't really win against my dad. Also, people around said why I was being so stubborn about living with my mother-in-law when it's not that big of a deal. But the problem is that they decided it all on their own without telling me beforehand. When I made it clear to Zach before we got married that I did not want to live with my in-laws. But still, he did not consult with me and just had his mom move in. That's why I got so mad about it. Anyway, it seems that Betty is really uncomfortable with my dad around, so she will be moving out by the end of this month. Thank you for watching till the end. Please like and subscribe for more.